Welcome, everyone, to Intensity Broadcasting for coverage of the Thunderstruck Super Late Model Series. Tonight, these Super Late Models will be taking on the Bullring at Las Vegas Motor Speedway for 125 action-packed laps. I'm going to be your announcer for tonight, Atlee Atman-Leeson, and I'm excited to call the racing action here. Last week, we were at Bristol Motor Speedway, and we saw Eric Myers get his first win of the season, and I believe his first start. He led 128 of the 129 laps. We saw Kyle Martinson finish second. He led one lap. Aaron Johnson got third. Nick Schaefer finished fourth, and then Josh Oswald rounded out your top five. So now, currently, Josh Oswald is your points leader with 308 points. Second in points right now, it is Cody Pennell with 290. Third in points, it's Aaron Johnson. And then fourth, actually you have a tie for third between Aaron Johnson and Mike Hasty. And then fifth in points, it's Aaron Ward. And right now, last week's winner, Eric Myers, is on the top of the board right now here in practice with a 14.23 as his lap time, then 700ths behind him. It's Aaron Johnson. Third is Josh Oswald. Fourth, we have Billy Bigley Jr. And then rounding out your top five, it's Michael Swink. Looks like we're going to have 8 cars for this racing event. So that should be enough for some action-packed racing. And the Bullring at Las Vegas Motor Speedway definitely lives up to its name. It certainly is a bullring, a very, very small track right outside of the big Las Vegas Motor Speedway. And, I mean, it's crazy racing, nose to tail with all the cars. I'm not sure if we're going to have as many cautions as we did last week. We had double-digit cautions, 11 to be exact, combining for 48 of the 129 laps. It was a crazy one for sure. We saw a lot of big names get wrecked out. So we'll see if the same goes here tonight at the Bullring. And even though the name is the Bullring at Las Vegas Motor Speedway, henceforth it will. I'm just going to consider it the Bullring. And I know this is definitely, I know the East Coast definitely has a lot of short tracks, but you don't see as many in the West Coast, so from what I've heard, the Bullring is definitely one of the best short tracks on the West Coast. Again, right outside of Las Vegas Motor Speedway. And again, there's some awesome racing here. Oh, we see a car go around, Nick Schaefer. We're going to have qualifying coming up here. The drivers are going to have 2 laps to set their best possible lap time. And that is another thing as well unique about this track. If you look on the bottom of the track, there are some little turtles. And if you hit those, it'll get the car airborne. Let's see if you can kind of see them as Aaron Ward. Yep, those little things on the bottom, if you hit them, I think they can get you airborne. So you don't want to get too much on the apron. And you're pretty much always turning here as well. And there we go. We are now getting set here for our 5-minute qualifier. Again, drivers get 2 laps to set their best possible lap time. Got Hemi Gherardini on track right now in the 017. See how well he's going to do here in qualifying. Billy Bigley Jr.'s on track right now. We got Eric Myers, first driver on the board with a 14.27. Hemi Gherardini's in second with a 14.72. We got Billy Bigley Jr. to second with a 14.46. Billy is about 0.2 off of the pole right now. Michael Swink in third with a 14.70. Josh Oswald to third, 14.58. Still about 3/10 off of your leader, Eric Myers. Great lap time for that 960. There's Nick Shaver on track. I believe he just completed his second lap time. Aaron Ward slowing down. So I believe there's only one other driver that needs to qualify, and that is Aaron Johnson. And there we see Aaron Johnson taking off. Let's go ahead and watch his qualifying laps from his cockpit. So you see getting all the way down on the apron there in 1 and 2. Diamond's the corner again, all the way down onto the apron. Let's see, that looked to be a pretty good lap time. To second for Aaron Johnson. Still can't catch Eric Myers. 14.40 is his lap time. Still about 2/10 off. See, Eric Myers on Facebook says, go fast, turn left. That's exactly what you have to do here at the Bullring. In fact, you're pretty much always turning left here. And I know Eric racing in the race tonight. Good luck, Eric. He's trying to get 2 in a row. Let's go ahead and take a look here at the race info. Got 72 degrees Fahrenheit, 6% humidity, cloudy skies, 2 miles per hour wind speed. Track temperature is the same at 72 degrees Fahrenheit. And we are in Las Vegas, Nevada. This is where the track is located. And we are here at the 3/10 of a mile, the Las Vegas Bullring. So again, a very, very short track living up to its name as a Bullring. So we're... Oh, looks like we do have another person that just joined the session late, and that is Mike Hasty. Let's see if he can get maybe a qualifying lap or 2 in before time runs out here in qualifying. Mike Hasty right now tied for 3rd in points right now. He's had a great season so far. We see Chuck Johnson says, number 78, checkers or wreckers. And he is talking about the number 78 of Aaron Johnson. Looking to try to get win number 2 of the season. He's been close many times since getting that initial first win. Trying to get win number 2. And again, let us know who your prediction is for the win on the YouTube, Twitch, or Facebook chat. If there's someone you're cheering for. We always love to hear. There we go. We got Mike Hasty on track right now in the 72 machine. He's already got 1 lap on the board, 14.86. That's way off pace. I think he's going to try to improve here. There you go. He's able to jump into 6th, 14.68. That's a decent lap time here. About 4/10 off the leader, but I mean, that was a one heck of a lap for Eric Myers. And we are going to have another 2-minute practice just to get these drivers a little bit more practice time before we officially wave the green flag. So let's see who's going to get to the top of the board here. And we got Aaron Johnson to the top of the board with a 14.39. That was actually better than what he ran in qualifying. See Billy Bigley Jr. to second, 14.59. Got Bill Tomer in the chat. He says, boogity, boogity, boogity. Got 1 minute left in practice before we officially go green here in the feature event. Ooh, we got a car loose into the inside wall. That's Aaron Ward. Eric Myers third, 14.69 for his lap time. He improves 14.55. Billy Bigley Jr. right now with a 14.45. He is less than a tenth off a pace right now, running in third. He's getting up there to Aaron Johnson. Definitely a contender to get this win here tonight. And I believe this is Billy's first race this season here in the Thunderstruck Super Late Model Series. And we are now getting set for your feature event. Let's go ahead and take a look at your starting lineup. Starting on the pole with a 14.274 is his lap time. It's none other than Eric Myers. Outside of him was Shockeye 12 Racing. It's Aaron Johnson, third place from Florida. It's Billy Bigley Jr. Fourth will be Josh Oswald. And then rounding out your top five, it's Michael Swink. Sixth place, we have Mike Hasty. Seventh, it's none other than Hemi Garardini. We got the three machine of Nick Shaver. And then ninth, we have Aaron Ward. Oh, gotcha. So it looks like the driver, the number 28, is Corey Bigley, not Billy Bigley Jr. And he's just racing under Billy. So again, Eric Myers starting on the bottom. Aaron Johnson starting on the top. And pace car's in. And there we go. Green flag is out. And there we see Eric Myers taking off. He is able to get clear of Aaron Johnson. But Aaron Johnson right on the 96's back bumper, not letting him get away. We see he's trying to set up the pass here in 3 and 4. We see Johnson gets into Eric Myers' back bumper. He washes up the track. Johnson almost clear. But we see Eric Myers coming back on the outside. The two almost make contact. We see Aaron Johnson finally able to get clear into the lead. Oh, but we see he gets loose, washes up, and we see contact between, and we already see a caution flag out. That was some dicey up front racing there. All right, here we go. So right now we're watching Aaron Johnson. And it looked like he got loose here in 3 and 4. I don't know if there was... Oh, so it looks like there was a little bit of contact from the 96. That's going to get Aaron Johnson loose. And then he slides down into Josh Oswald. I know, I mean, we hadn't even completed a lap before we saw the chrome horns come out. We've already seen a ton of aggressive racing here at the Bullring, and that's just the kind of racing that this track presents. So we saw Johnson was able to move Eric Myers. He took the lead. And then we saw Myers return the favor, and that ended up getting Johnson loose. So we see Eric Myers back in the lead where he started this race. He's now going to have to hold off the 17 of Josh Oswald. Of course, we're going to have to watch that 78 machine who's going to try to make his way back up through the field here in this next restart. Lights are off on the pace car. We are getting ready to go back green here. Pace car's in. There we go. We see Eric Myers taking off. He is able to get clear of Josh Oswald. We see Corey Bigley looking low. He is able to get to that second spot. Josh Oswald rounding his back bumper in third. What's Josh Oswald going to do here? He's trying to get as low as possible here in the corner to get up there to Corey's back bumper. We see Mike Hasty trying to get up there to Hemi Girardini for fourth. And then, oh, we see Aaron Johnson's around again. And I'm not sure if that's going to bring out the caution. We are going to stay green flag racing here. Right now the field, oh, there we go. We finally see the caution flag come out. Here we go. So looks like we see some more action. We got Swink getting into the back of Aaron Johnson. That sends Aaron Johnson around. Nick Schaefer's right there. He has nowhere to go except for right into the 78 machine. Man. Hate to see it for all involved there. Again, Aaron Johnson's nightmare night continues. That is his second incident of the race so far, and we haven't even completed 15 laps yet. See Aaron Johnson getting off of pit road. I'm sure he probably had a little bit of damage he needed to get fixed after getting involved in 2 consecutive incidents. So right now, let's take a look at here's how your top 5 is looking right now. Got Eric Myers in first, Corey Bigley in second, Josh Oswald running in third, got Hemi in fourth, and then right now, rounding out your top 5, we have none other than Mike Hasty. So right now we got Eric Myers restarting on the bottom, Corey Bigley restarting on the top. We're getting ready for this restart. And there we go, green flag is back out there. We see Eric Myers taking off. Watch out, we see Mike Hasty looking low under Hemi Girardini for that 4th spot. Hasty is able to get clear. And Mike Hasty now setting his sights on Josh Oswald. He does still have Hemi right on his back bumper. Side by side between Aaron Johnson and Nick Schaefer. Aaron Johnson up to that 6th spot now. He's going to try to make his way back up through the field and get back to where he was running in the beginning of this race. We see Eric Myers already out to a 5/10 lead. He is just on a whole nother level compared to everybody else right now. See Aaron Johnson looking low under Hemi Girardini here in turns 3 and 4. Girardini washes way up. We see Johnson able to get under him. And he is up to that 5th position now. Aaron Johnson back into the top 5 for the first time since getting in that first incident, I think. And now he's going to set his sights on your 4th place driver, Mike Hasty. Oh, yeah, he's reeling him in fast. He's coming. Trying to look low in 3 and 4. Daniel Sweat says, let's go Revelry Racing. We know that. There we see the Revelry logos on the car of Eric Myers. Let's see if Eric can get his second win of the season, and I guess it'd be 2 in a row. Josh Oswald reeling in Corey Bigley for that second spot. Oswald trying to continue to defend his point standings lead. Right now, he's looking like the favorite to win the championship just because there's a huge gap between first and third. Just because I don't think Cody Pennell is going to be in the top 5 in points any longer just because he has missed. This is his second race he's missed. Josh Oswald getting up there. Let's take a look at that cockpit cam and see what it's looking like from Oswald's perspective. See, trying to take a look low on the backstretch. Certainly reeling them in. We've officially hit lap number 25 here. So let's take a look at here's how your top 5 is looking right now. Got Eric Myers in first, Corey Bigley in second, all over his back bumper in third. It's Josh Oswald. Fourth place is Aaron Johnson. And then last but not least, we have right now currently in the top 5, Mike Hasty. Behind them, Timmy Girardini, Aaron Ward, Michael Swink, Nick Schaefer. Yeah, Aaron Johnson definitely does have a chance. You see he's reeling in Josh Oswald right now for that third spot. He's definitely going to possibly make his way up to second. The main thing is going to be getting by your leader, Eric Myers. We see Oswald wash his way up the track. Aaron Johnson able to get under him. And, of course, his number is the number 78. So that kind of guarantees you a top 5. For those of you who don't know, I race in real life, and 78 is my number, so I love watching Aaron Johnson represent the 78s well here in the Thunderstruck Super Late Model Series. So Johnson able to make his way to third. He's now going to be setting his sights on your second place driver, Corey Bigley. Johnson started this race in second, had fallen all the way to the back, and he has since making his way back up to the field. That just shows how fast that 78 machine is. We do have some tight racing here in the back from 6th all the way to 9th between Aaron Ward, Michael Swink, Kimmy Girardini, and Nick Schaefer. Swink right now all over Aaron Ward's back bumper. This is for 6th right now. Aaron Johnson finally caught Corey Bigley. And he's looking low to Corey's rear quarter panel. They're side by side. See Aaron to second. And now, finally, Aaron Johnson back to where he started this race. He is finally the last car he needs to get by to take the lead is none other than your leader, Eric Myers. Let's see if he can catch him. Again, field getting pretty spread out right now. Eric Myers with a almost 1 second lead right now. He's running about 0.04 faster than Aaron Johnson, except for last time by. So Aaron Johnson was actually a 10th faster than Eric Myers. It changes lap by lap. I'm not sure if Johnson is going to be able to catch Myers, though. I mean, there's still a lot of laps left. Eric has just been fast all race, though. We know Eric Myers loves to dominate races as he led all but 1 lap last race at Bristol Motor Speedway. And I think he's trying to do that again. I believe... Yeah, he's pretty much led every single lap so far. Of course, we do have Aaron Johnson reeling him in bit by bit. Got the battle for last right now between Nick Schaefer and Hemi Gherardini. Gherardini trying to get under that 3 machine. Here comes Aaron Johnson. He has officially caught Eric Myers. These two went at it in the first couple of laps, and we saw Aaron Johnson drop back. He is finally up there to that first spot again. He's driving it way deep there in 3 and 4. He almost got to his outside. He's certainly getting there. Here's the cockpit cam of that number 78 machine. We know Aaron Johnson can get it done. He's gotten 1 win this season. Has had a little bit of a drought since his last win. But he's trying to get back into victory lane here. And what better track than the Bullring? There's only going to be a few more races after tonight's event. Let's take a look at the rest of the schedule. After tonight's event, we are going to be racing at Richmond. Always a fun track. And then we will be racing for the season finale at Hickory Motor Speedway. One of iRacing's newest tracks was released in the most recent update. I know a lot of the Thunderstruck drivers have been anticipating the season finale for the first ever race at the new track. Should be a fun race. I actually have not bought the track yet, haven't watched a car race or haven't turned a lap on it, so I believe that race at Hickory is going to be my first impression of the track, so I'm excited to watch the race and call it. Again, Aaron Johnson continuing to try to reel in Eric Myers. He also has Corey Bigley right on his back bumper. Right now, field is looking like this. Eric Myers first, Aaron Johnson second, Corey Bigley third, got Josh Oswald fourth, and then rounding out your top 5 currently, it's Mike Hasty. We see a few cars pulling over and letting these drivers get back onto the lead lap. Aaron Johnson almost got into Myers' back bumper right there. He is getting really, really close, continuing to try to set up the pass. Johnson being very, very patient. He knows that there's still a ton of racing left. You don't want to wreck out your car early. Yeah, he's definitely going to try to make a pass here in the next couple laps. Maybe this lap. And if your front 2 wreck, we've got Corey Bigley there to take that first spot. Johnson almost got to Myers' rear quarter panel. He is still right there. Continuing to reel him in. See Aaron Ward pulling over, letting these cars get their lap back. Aaron Johnson, again, almost getting to Myers' rear quarter panel. I think he's going to try to make a pass here in the next couple of laps and maybe even this lap. Once again, he's getting a lot of pressure from Corey Bigley behind him. Johnson looking low. Oh, the 2 made contact. What a save for both Aaron Johnson and Eric Myers. We continue racing. Both of them stay in the same spots that they were running in. But these two have been going at it this whole race. And they're still More chapters in this book between these two. As we still got Myers running in first, we still have Aaron Johnson running in second. Johnson reeling him in. Trying to set up that pass. And again, Corey Bigley all over Johnson's back bumper as well. Aaron Johnson not only looking in front of him, but also looking in that rearview mirror. Johnson getting right there. Aaron Johnson struggling to get by that 96. Both of them are running the same lap times. It's pretty hard to get by someone if you're pretty much running identical lap times. They were separated by less than a tenth there. Aaron Johnson continuing to get right there. Let's watch this battle from the perspective of your third place driver, Corey Bigley. Corey Bigley's definitely been very, very patient here in this event. Because the thing is, you got to remember, if the top two wreck each other, that's going to put Corey in the first place position. Go ahead and watch this battle right here. We see Corey driving it deep into the corner there. Trying to get under that 78 machine. What's Corey Bigley going to try to do here? Almost getting to Aaron's rear quarter panel. We've just hit lap number 75. Here's how your field is looking right now. Got Eric Myers still in first. Aaron Johnson up to second. Corey Bigley in third. Got Josh Oswald running in fourth. And then right now, rounding out your top five, it is Mike Hasty. I do believe your leaders are coming up on lap traffic right now. So we'll see if maybe we see one of our drivers try to use the lap car as a picker. Something we'll see. I think Corey Bigley might try to make a pass here on Aaron Johnson in the next couple of laps. He keeps looking down low under that 78 machine. We'll see what happens. So far, this race has been all Eric Myers. Except for the battle that we saw in the first lap where we saw Aaron Johnson was able to get the lead for a little bit. Eric Myers has led every lap ever since. We even saw Johnson give the 96 a little bump. That didn't slow him down. He's been able to keep the lead. And he's coming up on lap traffic right now. Michael Swink. Once Michael Swink goes down a lap, there'll only be 5 cars on the lead lap. So right now, I think now with the field spread out, in the middle of the race, let's go ahead and pump up the intensity. I'm going to turn up the volume and you'll get to hear the sounds and sights of the racetrack. Here we go. All right, we're back here live at the Bullring, coming to 25 laps to go here. And we currently have a battle brewing for that second spot between Aaron Johnson and Corey Bigley. Corey Bigley getting right there. See Corey just trying to set up that pass. I think he might try to pass Aaron in the next couple of laps. Oh, we saw Corey give Aaron a little bump, letting him know, hey, I'm here. I think this battle is getting ready to heat up. Got some come on 78s in the chat. Aaron Johnson trying to hold off Corey Bigley for that second spot. Aaron Johnson's almost got himself a 2-second lead right now. He's leaving the rest of the field in the dust. The one thing that he mainly has to watch out for right now is saving those tires, which he's done a very, very good job at so far. Oh, looks like we saw some contact between Aaron Johnson and a lap car. That's going to slow him down and allow Corey Bigley to get up to that second spot now. Let's take a look at that replay there. So we saw Aaron was coming up on that lap car. They made contact, and that allowed Corey to just go right by. I don't know if there's going to be a penalty for that. I mean, it normally is the job of the person who's doing the lapping to go around the lap car. Still, I'm not sure what the call is going to be. What I do know, though, is that it cost Aaron Johnson that second position. He's now running in third right now. We have Corey Bigley in second place right now. Eric Myers in first, and then we haven't mentioned the rest of the field, but we got Josh Oswald fourth, Mike Hasty fifth. Yeah, right now it's looking like Eric Myers has pretty much got it. Unless something bad happens, he spins, gets into a wreck with a lap car, or they catch him. He's got a 1.7 second lead right now. He's looking pretty good. Coming to 10 laps to go. Let's take a look at that cockpit cam. See. So we see goes up against the wall. Diamonds that corner. Keeps it up a little bit. And then hits the bottom. Same thing. Keeps it above the line for a little bit and then turns it down. Yeah, there's pretty much a 1 second gap separating everybody at the moment. Again, Eric Myers, he just has to keep it clean. I think he's pretty much got it. Closest battle, I'd say, is we do see Mike Hasty is beginning to reel in Josh Oswald for that fourth spot. Right now, Josh Oswald is looking like the favorite to get the championship with a big gap between him and the next car who's participating in this race. Second place, Cody Pennell, hasn't been in the past two races, so then the next car is the tie for third between Aaron Johnson and Mike Hasty, and that's still a pretty big gap, despite we see Johnson is running in front of both of them. Both of them would have to have a really bad finish to give a big advantage to Johnson. So right now, got Revelry Racing 1-2 between Eric Myers and Corey Bigley. Two laps to go for Eric Myers. And as he crosses the line, 4 more turns for him to be declared the winner. There he goes, able to make it through 3 and 4. He's got a 1.4 second lead, has dominated this race like he normally does, like he did last race. There you go. Eric Myers, your winner here at the Bullring at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. And there we go. We see Eric Myers doing his well-deserved burnout. And pulling it into victory lane. So we are getting set here for the driver interviews. There we go. He's got his teammate pulling up with him. You're going to start off by pulling in your third place finisher, the 78 from Hueytown, Alabama, Aaron Johnson. Aaron, this is Atlan, the broadcast booth. Do you have a copy?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Well, what a roller coaster of a race for you. I know we saw early on you were able to take the lead, but we saw an incident between you and Eric Myers sent you to the back of the pack. You were able to work your way back up to second. Again, we saw you try to get by Eric Myers, but you ended up staying in second. Then we saw a lap car kind of hold you up. You fell to third, and you weren't quite able to get back up there to Corey. I mean, what did you think of this race? I know we saw a lot of crazy action all throughout the track.
It's just very frustrating. Just all the blocking, like it was, where you know you have a car under you. It's just very frustrating to have a fast car like I had, just to get thrown away like that. But other than that, I had a good car tonight, handled great, and ready to go race next week.
Got you. Well, I know one thing that you did have control over was definitely those tires. How were the tires feeling there at the end?
Well, all I did was just go fix my car on the pit road because we didn't have no extra set of tires or nothing. So it was just all of whatever I saved enough from all those wrecks that I was involved in.
Got you. Well, before we let you go, Aaron, is there anybody else you'd like to thank?
Yeah, I'd like to thank SPM, Daniel Pope, Kent Hunley, JB Craighead, Jason Warren, Kyle Martinson, my mom, my dad, my wife, everybody that keeps this thing going, and Shit Racing Paints.
Got you. Well, again, congratulations on the third place finish, and hopefully we'll see some more great performances like tonight. Have a great rest of your night, Aaron.
You too. Appreciate it.
So there you go. That is Aaron Johnson. Now we're going to go ahead and pull in your second place finisher, Corey Bigley. Corey, this is Atlee in the broadcast booth. Do you have a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Awesome. Well, fantastic race for you. I know we saw you started in that third position, and that's where you pretty much stayed for most of the race. You were able to make it to second at one point, or you finished in second, and you were in third for most of the race. We saw you were able to get by Aaron Johnson with the lap car, and most of the time you were kind of in the catbird seat when we saw those battles up front, but we didn't really see a wreck that ended up thrusting you to the lead, and you couldn't really quite catch your teammate Eric, but still, solid performance. What did you think of this race?
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, I was like when Josh got by me early. I just kind of like on the restart, I just let him go. I'm not gonna kill him because I've learned a lot on this with this game. You gotta just kind of not kill tires early, save your stuff to the end, and that's why I was trying to not really kill my tires, and I just know how to do that. I also I race in real life, and it's a good thing. It helps also. But yeah, it was pretty fun because I know Eric races this, and I was trying to give him a little pressure there.
Now, how does the real life racing experience translate to here on iRacing? Like, how is it similar? How is it different? I mean, how does it help you?
Some of it's like at first it was it's a little different on here because because I have it's a little different on here. Just the only thing is on here like because my truck really has good drive off the whole race, and this thing doesn't have that much drive off. I just have to be easy on the throttle because I'm usually a little throttle happy on this, and I kind of spin out and with like when I do, but I just and that track I really like that track, but it's pretty good. I just have to like when the tires wear off, I know what to do later on. It helps on here too also what to do.
Gotcha. Well, before we let you go, Corey, is there anybody else you would like to thank?
Reverly and SPM.
Got you. Well, again, congratulations on the runner-up finish, Corey, and hopefully we'll see some more great performances in the final two races this season.
I'll try. Yeah, I'll try to because it's kind of hard because like real racing and all that stuff. It's pretty hard. It's not too hard. It's just hard. If we get done early, yes, I will jump on and try to race with you guys if I get time.
Awesome. Well, again, congratulations on second place. Have a great rest of your night, Corey.
All right, you too.
Now we are going to go ahead and pull in your winner from Fairfield, California. Second win in a row. You have Eric Myers. Eric, this is Atlan in the broadcast booth. Do you have a copy?
What's up, man?
What's up? Looks like you had a great race here tonight. Another dominant performance. I know early he had some pressure from Aaron Johnson, but you're able to get around him, and he was able to work his way back to the field, come back, but once again, you were able to hold him off. Led pretty much every single lap. Anybody who came to try to take the lead from you, you're able to hold them off and save tires pretty well. I mean, what was your take on this race here at the Bullring?
Oh, it's a lot of fun. I love this track. Setup was pretty good. It fired off tighter than I wanted it to be. So I was on that first lap there. I'm not trying to drive super hard. I'm not trying to tear up my tires, especially since we have to have them last 125. And then next thing I knew, I was getting punted out of the way on lap one there. And I don't usually race like that. And I just felt like a little bit of respect was needed there. And I moved him back out of the way. Squared him up pretty good. It didn't wreck him. And then unfortunately, I think the car behind him maybe drifted up or he came down just a little bit trying to get back in the gas too quick. But it was good to see him get back through the field. Aaron is super fast. And I hated what happened there. I really do. And I'll accept any penalty that comes my way for doing that. But at the end of the day, Double R, we finished 1-2. Proud of Corey and the performance he put on tonight. He did a hell of a job driving back past Aaron there. And I'm excited for next week.
For sure. Well, one thing I do want to ask is, I mean, this is your second race where 100-plus laps led. I mean, what does it take to dominate these sorts of races?
It is very difficult. This car is, in my opinion, the hardest car to drive on the oval side, especially when you factor in that we're doing 125 laps here. And firing off really quick in your first 30 laps can ruin your tires late. And so that whole run, even when Aaron was on my bumper, I was not trying to get back in the gas too fast. I was waiting until I was on the straightaway so I don't spin the tires. I was taking care of my tires the whole time. And then when I got tired of being pressured there, I started picking up the pace just a little bit, and that's when I pulled out to, I think it was like a second lead. And then not sure how Corey got around him, but Corey got around him when I looked down, and and I was down, I think, like a second and a half lead, and I just kind of put in cruise control. But I mean, really, it just comes down to taking care of your tires, not trying to spin them. Don't burn off the right rear by getting loose. This car is, like I said, it's the hardest car on the oval side to drive, and it's probably the most rewarding car to drive as well.
Yep, and you definitely got a reward tonight by getting your second win of the season. So, again, congratulations, Eric, on the victory. Have a great rest of your night.
I appreciate it. Thanks for the broadcast, man. You do a great job.
Thank you. Well, there you have it. We saw Reverly racing 1-2 here at the Bullring. Congratulations one more time to Eric Myers. And I want to thank everyone for tuning in to watch the broadcast here on Intensity Broadcasting. As always, make sure to like, follow, and subscribe to Intensity Broadcasting on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook, as it would be greatly appreciated. Check us out on Twitter, Intensity Broad 1. We are always dropping polls, interacting with our followers and viewers on there. And then if you haven't already, make sure to also download the eRacing TV app on Roku TV or Fire TV if you want us on your big screen. 7 nights a week, there's iRacing broadcasts on there, including on Sundays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. Intensity Broadcasting's broadcasts are on there. I'm Matt Leatman-Weisman on behalf of the entire Intensity Broadcasting team. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Over and out.